When life throws you a curveball, how are you going to handle adversity? Welcome to the Fearless Mindset Podcast, where you're about to go on a journey as I interview security, business, and entertainment leaders on what it takes to stay fearless. I'm your host, Mark Ludlow, and enjoy today's episode.
And now, after the last, I guess I spent 10 years as a director of IT for them, and then figured out what I'm going to be when I grow up 40. But yeah, I've just always been, my family's always been a part of it. I've always been a part of it. Even as in the contractor world, you don't get the, you get to pay. Yeah.
Right.
So
yeah.
That's the whole purpose of the contractor world. But no, I've always been a part of joint and operations. I've worked with the South Baldwin Computer Council with and helped the task force with the FBI Cybercrime Division. Right now we're with CRI. We work with Homeland Security, get an NGO for CRI. We work with federal FDLE. Anybody with City of Orange Beach or Baldwin County or Mobile County, if they come and they need help researching something or just need some manpower, that's the biggest thing. It's not that our government or our cities and our counties can't handle it or can't do it. It's just because it's so hard to be in law enforcement these days. It's so hard to do things and feel accomplished when it's a constant criticism or something. For some reason we stopped respecting the ones who protect us, and it's just it amazes me, and I can go down a whole road with that when I get it. It upsets me, obviously. So anyway, I think that the main thing is we all remember. You got to remember those numbers. When you see a law enforcement officer, remember those numbers and shake their hand and thank them. It's hard to be in that world these days, just because of the cultures. Just simply people. God made us all. I don't know what the problem is no more. I don't understand why there's so much damn hate these days. That's what I don't understand. We have a good thing going, and I just quit watching news because our government's turned silly as well. But we as the people, are still just as sane as we was during any other time in the history of the nation, and we are the strength of the nation. Our government is the binder, but we are the voice, and that's what it says. I just really feel my heart goes toward the people who protect us, and seeing them take their own lives, and it saddened me so greatly. And then seeing people disrespect law enforcement officers, it just saddens me so great. I couldn't be more excited about the next day, tomorrow, the next day after that. It's just we're doing something bigger than us now. We work with but yeah, that's my history is just silly and simple about IT stuff and shooting stuff from a long way away.
Shooting stuff.
Yeah.
But what's interesting to the audience listening is, again, another person like yourself who has a heart to serve your people, never been in the military, never been in law enforcement, and watch you grow your company. Yeah. And it just shows you what good leadership looks like. And hey, you don't have to be Navy SEAL. You don't have to be Delta Force. You don't have to be Special Forces. You don't even have to be law enforcement military if you surround yourself with smart people, things will take care of itself.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the security world for 30, 20, 22, 23 years now. So it's security, physical, static, cyber. There's 7 realms and you learn them all, no matter if you do one or all of them. So
right.
You're either a student of it or you're not, and it starts at the perimeter, no matter where you're at. So,
and also I got to mention too, when Tim and I were in Vegas last year, he invited me to this place called there's a club,
Dre's,
and his friend's actually general manager there. I had no idea. So we go there. I don't go to clubs, and I felt like a fish out of water. But his buddy Donald Jr. Put Severance on the overscreen of Dre's. We can see it flashing, and all of a sudden these girls with these candles or something come in, and they just celebrated Tim and his boys there and his crew there, and we just kind of hung out. And I was like sitting there going, "Okay, this is interesting." And they
we do it for everybody else. Yeah. We always take everybody else in there and celebrate in the clubs and get bottle service and stuff. So I took everybody out that night. We all went to dinner, and we all and Donald Tharp, he's a good friend of mine. He's going to be starting Severance Vegas here soon. So we're just waiting on I hope we'll wait. They got to interview us first. So we are not starting Severance Vegas until we interview and we get a license. So I found out that it's illegal to advertise there. Another thing is get an attorney in every state you work. I'm going to tell you that right now. So,
anyway. Smart business.
Yeah. So, but no, that's what we're looking towards. And Donald's just awesome. He's a general manager of the VIP there at Dre's, and he knows me. We grew up, we kind of went through the ranks together from our 20s, and he was from Pensacola, and he moved out there, and he's just if you ever go to Vegas, you go to Dre's, ask for some kind of VIP or just buy a bottle or something to ask for Donald Tharp. If you want to learn customer service,
Donald Tharp.
Donald Dre's.
I see him in action.
He went from Pensacola, Florida, doing customer service to the world's largest hip hop nightclub. So, you can talk all the talk you want to. Actions is everything. So I still use practices I've learned him today, and just taking care of your client. The little things matter. They remember the little things. They do not remember they got water with strawberry kiwi because they liked it last time. They remember that the things that you do that's personal to them. So, get to know your clients and it's not a job. It is a lifestyle. It is something.
It is a life. You sound like Brian Rogers now there, Tim.
That's exactly what I was going to say, but you beat me. I was going to say, I believe in Byron Rogers. It is a lifestyle. He is one every time I see it, I'm like, oh, he was right. But no, I love Byron. I got to see him at the IPSB too. So
he's a good guy. I mean, just think about where podcast has gone. I mean, Byron is the one that set this all in motion. He's the one that did the marketing for this for 10 years. A veteran, right. Marine Corps vet, and love him or hate him. I know some people on the East Coast have different opinions, but you have to look at what can you learn from these guys that are willing to step out and do something different.
Yeah, people have a different opinion of anybody other than being happy for anybody's success. They're called haters. Haters and
haters. They're always going to hate.
Byron does it right, and he takes it very seriously. He's a student of the craft, just like all the people that you know. And he makes every one of these people we talk about. They all make our world better. Love them or hate them, they all make our world better because they're all experienced at their own gifts and their own talents, their own arts. And if they wasn't here to bring it to the table, it might not be here now. So you got to appreciate everything. The Byron, you got to appreciate Joe Lasorsa, Chris Story, David Brown with Tangent. There's so many companies that have helped Severance, including Mark Ledlow and Ledlow Associates. And there's just so many people that's helped us. And I wish it's like winning an award or something, but I just don't, I'm not humble. I just don't I do this. I don't wake up to do this to be on podcast and magazines. So I just
Tim and I have been talking about doing this for a long time.
I know you've been trying to get me to this for a while.
He's busy. I'm busy. Things have gotten busier running a business, as you guys can tell. It takes time. I've been home for a week just to do podcasts, folks. A week.
Oh wow! Yep.
Just to ramp up for my September episode launch, because then I'm going to be traveling over the country doing meetings. Like Tim's the big dog, the big baller now, and he's got that private jet with Donald Thorpe over there at Dre's. He's a general manager, so they're running around all over Europe. I'm kidding, folks. I'm kidding. I'm joking. It's a joke.
Yeah. No.
But all what do they say? All ships rise, all tides, or something like that.
I don't know. What I say is I hire vets and save kids from slavery. I've never been more broken happy in my life. That's what I do. So,
but what's impressive to me is everybody loves Tim.
I don't
think Tim has an enemy.
Oh yes, I do. I can show them to you. Yeah, I can point them out.
Okay, all right. I guess he does.
I got haters. Man. Everybody's got haters. If you ain't got a hater, what Cat Williams said, if you ain't got a hater, feel free to hate on me. You ain't got 10 haters for the end of the day, you've done something wrong.
There's something wrong. You're not trying to do something.
That's
the minute
right.
you try to do something in life, whether it's EP, whether it's Tom Brady and the Patriots and Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he's probably the most hated icon in football. Why?
Absolutely.
Because he's got so many rings. Michael Jordan was the most hated basketball player for 6 years run. Why? Because he had all the titles. But when you set a flag up, you're going to get the hate. It just comes with the territory.
That's right.
And, Tim wasn't
They're not
afraid
talking about you not doing it right.
Exactly. So don't be afraid to have haters.
That's right. That is an easy one. That is something you don't need to learn. You'll find it very easy when you get there.
I didn't realize I was having a conversation in San Francisco a few weeks back, a couple of months back. We were sitting down, and I'm not going to mention his name. He's a fellow devil dog. He goes, at the last conference? I'm like, yeah. He goes, you know how many haters you had? I'm like, no, I didn't know I had haters. They're all Marines.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you know what? I expose their insecurities about themselves to do a podcast. So you know what? Go get your own podcast. And I don't do it for me. What people don't realize in the audience, I don't do this for Mark Ledlow. Yep. I do it to tell a story of Tim Harry, Roger Stone, love him or hate him. Everybody has a story to tell. Go ahead, Tim.
No, it's needed. I'm sorry. You're right.
And so I just feel the passion to tell a story. And we can all learn from the story. And, people say, well, are you making millions of dollars on your podcast? That's none of your business.
Yeah, it's business.
None of your business.
It's not none of your business. It's just business. I don't know what to tell you.
It's just business. It's like my job is to elevate everybody else. That's my job in being a host. But it took me probably 30 episodes to figure out what I was doing during the pandemic. And then I see Tim Harry's Power of Association, knowing Donald Thorpe at Dre's. The reason why I go back there, because look what he's done. He went from Pensacola to Las Vegas, not knowing anybody, and just knows customers so well. He's a general manager over there, right?
Yeah. As I said, you can go hang out with him one night, buy a bottle of goose or something, get you a little VIP booth somewhere, and watch him work and learn.
He's the master.
I'm telling you, man, he's forgotten more about it than most people know. I'm not joking when I say I still use a lot of his lessons that he taught me. Just simply caring, it's just simply paying attention a little bit more, and it's things that you might not think of.
And he also runs a club in Dubai too, right?
Yep. Yeah. Well, they have two clubs. I don't know if he runs that one. They have a club in Vegas and one club in Dubai.
That's insane.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
When I retire, I'm gonna go to work for him.
Oh wow! He made an announcement. He's already hanging up the cleats.
I'm joking. I was supposed to be retired already, actually, but I spent my life savings on Severance. I'm that guy that says I think I'm going to start a small business.
So your money that you made from your job, from savings, you put it in the company.
Yeah, that my 401k, everything.
You went all in.
Oh yeah. No, the guy told me to do something. I did it, and
wow.
And I didn't live that way the first 40 years. Like I said, this is a journey and a path for me, and the people who didn't understand it at first, they get it now.
How much was it? Ballpark figure. How much money, capital did you have to put in?
I'd say in marketing over $1 million in the first 2 years.
Whoa, $1 million, folks. $1 million.
I sold all my cars, 15 cars. I sold all my cars, and I don't know what it added up to, but what didn't go to that went to. Yeah, it's but no, as I said, I don't know what that real number is.
Yeah,
I know it's a lot, and but it's not a go big or go home. It's be smart or don't act. And I don't know how much I felt like I've done intelligent things in my life, and I feel like I've done unintelligent things. But when I wake up and I heard there's more, I thought, if I don't do this, how's it going to go for me? But I honestly, it was just I don't know. I can't explain it to you. When Mark Twain said, by carrying a cat by its tail, a man can learn something he can learn no other way. So I can't tell you how it feels. But when God talks to you, you'll feel it yourself. You'll know why. I can't explain how it feels, but that's what I did. And that's how we got here. So
I've noticed something too, Terry. You mentioned your faith quite a bit.
Yeah.
That's very important to you.
It is. Well, I guess we do. Before I came on this podcast, I prayed for the right words. Before I work on a computer, I pray for them to take it in my hand. some computers we work on, people have been murdered, and people have been, we pull cyber forensics for, these things that people's holding ransomwares, and it's just a big deal. So, it's, prayer. I mean, I always feel like I'm in over my head. I found out not even the simplest things I can control, nor can I do on my own. And I didn't live my first 40 years that way. This is
how was
new.
that? What was that like for you?
Well, it just wasn't the same life. It was like I said, it was a great, I had a good, I've been very blessed. I had great parents, great upbringing. I got a wonderful sister. I got 2 nieces. I got a great family support system. I mean, it's wonderful. But, I don't know. I think that mostly there's a hole. I can't explain it other than a hole that was there, and this is what filled it. Not another car could fill it. Not another night at a club in Dubai. Not another anything could fix the problem that I was experiencing. So that was it's my story. That's my truth. There's nothing fancy here. I'm Tim from Talladega. Everybody thinks, oh, it's Tim. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. You can come hang out on my man cave anytime you want to.
When did that transition start for you? Your faith and was it your faith that propelled you to serve the vets more than anything?
And I've always had faith, but yeah. It wasn't as strong.
When did it get stronger?
It slowly. It was a slow process. I started recognizing things, seeing things, questioning things. And then when I woke up to those words, I knew, and it's, God don't talk. I don't know. God talks to people. God does this. I pray for it. And when I find the right thing, he gives me peace. Sometimes, but this day I heard there's more, and I don't care what it was. I'm glad I know what it was, and that's all that matters. So that's what I did. But it's very important to me. It's, like I said, I just can't tell you how to do it, but I can't tell you how it feels. But that's why we exist. We don't exist for any other reason. We exist because he's blessed the path, he blessed the mission, he blessed the vets, and we plug along, and that's what we do.
What does your faith look like? Are you a church attendee? You go to church and all that?
Yeah, I go to church. I went to church last Sunday, but I didn't go 2 Sundays or for 2 or 3 Sundays, and probably for 6 before that one. So gotcha. I might go fishing, and see what God made. I might go hunting and see what God made. I might sit on my cave porch and throw a cave. But I do believe in church, and I need to go more of it. But it's just some days on the 7th day I just rest because I'm busy all the time. I run more now than I ever have, and like I said, this wasn't a position I wanted. I was happy nobody knowing who I was.
You like that position?
Yeah, I like the position of nobody knowing my name. Yeah, I'm not introvert. I just don't. I had a lot of friends, but nobody knew who I was. I wasn't in the front. Mm-hmm. I don't know if y'all remember, but the first 2 or 3 years we advertised Severance. I wouldn't even own anything. I had my guys on there. I didn't want, but Bailey told me I had to start personalizing myself to my clients. So anyway, and she was right, and that's as I said. Now this is the path we walk, and we don't get what we want. We get what we need.
What do you need? What is your big desire and your why for now? Obviously, serving the vets, helping them out. That's the biggest why you have.
Yeah, that's it. Just I need the feeling of not being self-focused.
Oh, wow.
I found out that the things that I do on this earth, I don't have biological kids, so the things I do on this earth die with me. The things I do for others lives forever. So legacy. To me, serving others. My grandpa kept our name a very good name. My dad kept our name a very good name, and I just want to keep my name a very good name. That's why I didn't want the public side. I was like, I was good just doing my simple life, but this is what my path is now. So, I'm pretty excited about it.
You're the CEO of Severance. Where do you want to take Severance to? I mean, what is the mission and the goal, the dream of Severance do you have for it?
Yeah, I don't have I've always said it'll be as big or small as we want it to be, and there is no expectations. As it grows, we grow, but we only do so in a controlled fashion, and we train first, and then we there's the opportunity. It's better to be prepared without opportunity than have opportunity to not be prepared. So we always want to be prepared before we get the opportunity. So we hire, we field, we execute, we then bring back new hires and bring in new hires, and we train, and then we go after new contracts. So I don't know how it could get. It'll be nationwide, I'm sure. I figured we'd been nationwide before we were international. But that's not the case. Like I said, I quit planning. If you want to hear God laugh, say your plans out loud.
Oh,
so I've had lots of plans, but I also planned on doing only EP. That sounded really good too. But no, it's every day is a new day, and we learn something new, and we'll see. And like I said, we'll guard your yard gnome for enough money. Severance is a paid separation. If you don't know, it's paid separation. Paid separation. You pay us money, we separate you from your problems. That's all that is.
Paid separation.
I just go with the name.
Huh. You better trademark that.
It was severance is when you pay somebody to go away. That's what I see. That's what I've always seen severance pay to be. But some people don't get it, so I'm not complaining.
Here's a question for you for the industry side. What are you seeing the rate of pay for agents going up right now? Is that kind of what you're seeing in the South?
I do. I see them going up. I think right now in our current area, unarmed is making right around, if not more, than we were making in an armed position at this time last year. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is that, like 40 an hour, 35 an hour, 50?
30 to 35 an hour is what it was last year. Now it's 40, 45 for armed and 30, 35 for unarmed. We have some, you always got the companies that come in at 26 and hire somebody for 15, and then they can't keep someone on site. And now they make all of us look bad, but that's part of it's commerce, man. You got the gas station that doesn't have a bathroom. You got a gas station that does have a bathroom. So across the street, it's just depends on what you bring into the market, and there's a place for all of us.
Yeah. Do you see the market, the clients demanding more quality? You see that demand out there more so than normal?
I do see the expectation levels rise, because I think it's only natural when the price rises. When sneakers start charging more, they better put some gold peanuts in it. So, I don't know, but I do see that, and I think it's a lot to do with a lot of impatience was created with COVID and those times, and a lot of time was wasted. A lot of people, I think, just feel like they wasted a lot of time, and now they want what they want, and this is what they're going to do, and money's the answer. What's the question? So
I've seen a lot of bill rates go like $50 an hour. They want armed, $60 an hour. I'm like, really? Do you realize that that's what people are making right now? Well, that's the bill rate. I'm like, no, we're paying $45 an hour. If you give me $60 an hour bill rate, there's no money. Yeah,
that's what I said. 65 to 85 is high threat situations. 30, 35 or 40 to 50 here is static security. That is your security that takes care of your condos, HOAs, and patrols neighborhoods and things. The great thing about our guys, men and women, is they all go through the same training. We all have the same training course. We all do the same thing. And the same guy that's taking care of a Phoenix West condo might be taking care of a Rockstar tomorrow. So, we give them the ability to make that big hit with the stars or with the Zeta protection. And then we also have a guaranteed future for them tomorrow with the static jobs. So, and a lot of guys would rather have 3 coffee and a view than take care of somebody that wants blue Skittles.
Right.
So everybody's got a place.
And I'm going to take a little turn on the podcast too right now. If you're listening, we also work with attorneys, accountants, CPAs, because their clients need us for threat mitigation, brand protection, reputation for those family offices. If you're a high net worth and within an organization of a high net worth family, high profile family, and you're an attorney listening to this podcast, feel free to reach out to Tim or myself and for, a free conversation and see how we can help you, because I'm kind of targeting family offices, general counsel that represent these corporations, or, the family office backside. And I know you guys are all looking for people that you can trust I trust Tim. I know Tim trusts me, but this industry is an industry of trust and privacy.
Right.
And so if you're listening to this podcast, feel free to reach out if you need protection of digital, cyber. Tim's your guy. I know nothing about the stuff. I'll make a disclaimer. Call Tim. I'll broker a deal with Tim. We'll take care of you from the cyber side, IT side. Tim's got you. He also has, if you're listening to this, you realize that, oh yeah, he's got Alabama, Florida, Pennsylvania, and Belize. So he's got you in the South. He's my go-to guy in the Gulf for anything I need coverage for. I just call my team to call Tim's guys. And I don't call anybody else. I trust him to take care of you. But again, if you're a general counsel, family office attorney, anywhere in the country, we'd be happy to have a conversation with you. And I think we're going to both be at GSX in Atlanta. I'm flying out to meet with a potential client, and Tim's going to be out there too. And you won't find us over at Dre's. You'll probably find us at maybe Applebee's or something. Who knows?
Yeah, or the bar at the hotel.
Probably. But for those listening, this will probably be released before the GSX conference. And that's about all I had to say on that topic of high net worth family offices. Tim, you want to add any more? We got 8 more minutes to kill. You want to share some wisdom with the EP agents out there?
No, I don't want to give away all our secrets, which is none. We have no secrets. It's just hard work. It's just hard work. We put in the hours. Chase the revenue, and always constantly push. Where it needs it needs the most pressure. If your area is seeing mostly as security in the condo or the hotel or static security industry or industrial, that's where you're going to have to move toward. That's what you're going to focus on, or you're going to have to change areas. So a lot of people want the glitz and glamour of EP, which is, I hope it made it happier. I hope it makes it happier than it made me. So you've got to establish yourself as a security company before you go after the big boys, and and it's only right because it's a big deal. We take care of people and their safety, and it's at some point there's some people that's been misled that risk that because they want to show off the things they do or what they do. And, again, it goes back to the world we live in. Everybody's the biggest, baddest ever. So, But I mean, I'll tell you what, the world we live in is some of the best people. That's my dog, Cave. Cave, come here. He'll come say hey to you. Cave, come here.
We'll check out the dog.
He's a Dutch Shepherd. Come here.
Okay.
Stop it. Sorry. But this is just it's real life. Oh, Cade, stop it. Come here.
He wants to join the committee, the party.
No, he's good. He's being irritated.
Is he?
But yeah. He's ready to go out and play with his ball. We're at the man cave. That's what we do at the man cave. Come here. But anyway, I was trying to see if he'd get up here. See, I can see him. He's the prettiest dog ever. And he's shaking his head no.
Come on.
Anyway, he's a big baby.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Love it.
He's ready to go throw his ball.
Check him out, folks. What a great way to wrap up a podcast.
Yeah. Dutch Shepherd.
Awesome.
All right, brother. Well, I sure appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, you bet. And for the audience, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mark Ludlow. Tim is on LinkedIn and Facebook. I'm connected with him all over the place. And so reach out to Tim.
Really appreciate you, Mark. We really appreciate you and appreciate your friendship.
You got it. Trust is earned, not given. And we know each other a long time, but we finally got to do this show and get you on. So happy about that as we go into the fall season.
That's right.
All right, folks. Please tune in next time, folks, to the next episode and subscribe to us on the Simplecast, The Fearless Mindset, and download that. And we're on Instagram, the Mark Ludlow, Twitter, Mark Ludlow. We're all over the place, LinkedIn, Mark Ludlow. So make sure you do all that for us. And we appreciate the follow and the support. And we'll catch you on the next episode. Thanks for listening.